get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's gone. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taking it about the 36. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Play action, now it's Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a play fake. Lance. Out to his left. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Swift. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Akeem Hicks gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, it's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lance. And he'll find Moreau here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He finds his man complete. That's Rhodes. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So we're trading 1st half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Goff off the bootleg.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And some strong running. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Swift.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 5 now. Goff. This one taken in by Cephas.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
3rd and 2, Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've got that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy.
Fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd down now, it's Cummings. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now Lance.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of...
And he'll take this. So for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the 49ers have moved out in front. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
They'll roll him out right.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On first down, Goff. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Goff. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd and 5 now. Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Goff now looking to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Goff on first down.
Quickly to Hawkinson.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So that would have been an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Off of play action, here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Lance now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Porter. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
And now we get into the psychology. Of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And some room to run now. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
86 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Here's Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw, Goff.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On play action, Lance.
Forced out to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. Cummings, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now Goff on first down. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second down at 4.
Goff.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Second down at 7.
Out of the gun, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
On third down, here comes Swift.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Goff now to throw. There's the stiff arm. Powers past him at the 5.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll fake the give. Now gone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And Davis. Just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
His throw incomplete.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10.
Now gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Going deep here for Parker.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Three yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches run.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Cameron Hayward has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Goff. It's caught by Davis. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Lance going to throw.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hurd. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On first down, Hurd. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.